So what do you actually want to know about a political candidate? Of course, policy, Democrat, Republican, that sort of thing, but what do you want to know about me? I'm Adam Murphy, Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate here in Wisconsin, and I'm happy to take any question you have. So here's my quick blurb about me. My mother was 17 when she had me. I never knew my biological father. They divorced very early. She remarried when I was 8. My brother and sister are 10 and 11 years younger than I am, and from that second marriage. And my stepfather adopted me legally, so that changed my name to Murphy. Anytime you hear me talking about my dad, that's who I'm talking about. Let's see, I went to 8 different grade schools, 7 of them public, 1 of them private towards the end. Then my parents kept me in high school, Pius, out in Wauwatosa here, which was a Catholic high school for the entire 4 years, which I appreciated tremendously. I did pretty well in high school, except for that being hit by the pitching machine, which eventually led me to being on the chess team for 4 years, and president of the chess team for 3, which my wife still gets grief from some of her friends because we actually knew each other in high school, although we didn't start to date until much later. So she and I have been married for 22 years. Out of high school, I went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Having been accepted to a few different engineering schools, I went up there. And, well, my career was not ideal in college that first time around. I was there for a little over a year and left before they probably would have asked me to. I started working at FedEx at 19, making $8.42 an hour with full benefits, which is absolutely not something you see today. And at 19 years old, I wrote a computer program, even though I was a cargo handler loading planes and trucks in the middle of the night. This little computer program was designed to make all of our lives easier, and it worked. And my manager introduced me to people up the food chain, and eventually I was meeting with VPs at FedEx, showed them this little program. They decided to use it worldwide, and when I left 10 years later, they were still using it. They saved $1 million a year. I got $100 out of the deal. But I also was introduced to so many people along the way and had the amazing opportunity to do database development and training and travel all around the country for FedEx, which eventually led me to leave, which is another story I'll tell, and to start my own business. In 2004, we released our first software program, which was a program that came from somebody that was in one of my classes. I actually own the patent on it now, and 18 years later, here we are still with that same small business selling that same product, although it's of course been updated a few times. My wife and I have been married for 22 years. We got into scuba diving on our honeymoon, and we have been incredibly fortunate to scuba dive literally all around the world. We have probably 700 or 800 dives under our belt, and I do underwater photography, which is absolutely fascinating, and I love the art and the science of it, and I think that applies to so much of what happens in our day-to-day lives, is understanding the art and the science. So there's a quick little blurb. I am happy to, again, answer absolutely any question that you have. I will post some videos. I'll talk about some of these other stories, and I look forward to talking with you. Thanks, Mike.